Our next talk is pre-recorded, Balancing Resources and Responsibilities, Strategies for Curator-Led Public Engagement by Beatriz Vieite, University of Aveiro in Portugal.
Hi everyone, my name is Beatriz and today I'll be presenting some recommendations for curator-led public engagement of science in university natural history museums. The study that I'm about to present is part of my PhD thesis, in which I'm trying to develop science communication tools for university curators to use to improve and facilitate their science communication. So with this study, I tried to understand the current landscape of UK's university natural history museums in terms of public engagement of science, but by the lenses of university curators. So I was able to conduct 13 semi-structured interviews with 10 curators from university museums, and also 3 interviews with curators from national museums in order to have all of the UK represented. The data of these interviews is currently being analyzed through both content and thematic analysis, so please keep in mind that this is just preliminary results, and it's part of a bigger study that includes both Portuguese and UK's contexts, where I'm trying to understand the main challenges and the main types of activities that curators do, and at the same time see what elements are important to them when doing public engagement activities. When coming up with recommendations to present here today, I started to look at the challenges that curators face, and lack of staff time and funding were definitely the more recurrent ones. But I also found interesting that some mentioned that they felt like succession planning and the lack of natural history experts were also two relevant challenges. On the other hand, university students were stated as one of the main public, especially because some curators are lecturers in the university. So in case you might not have guessed it by now, my first recommendation would be having university students as volunteers. And like this quote here, one curator said that one of the perks of being in university is having all of these really keen students. So the curators engage directly with the students and they are able to train them to be volunteers or even propose masters or MRes topics in case the university doesn't allow volunteers, which is the case sometimes. And not only does this help with the lack of time and staff, but also because you are training students to help you with curatorial tasks, it can also help guarantee succession planning and having more natural history experts. In case you have some funding, which might be rare, you can also consider hiring a science communication freelancer, for example. My second recommendation, it's more bold, and it would be having a new media platform, which could be a website, a newsletter, or a LinkedIn, for example, where curators could share their public engagement activities or other resources that they know about with each other, because some of the curators I interviewed believe that it would be important to have a place where you could share resources, and that would save a lot of time, and you know that they probably work because some people used it before, and also they could connect with each other using this potential platform. I know that some of you might be think that a lot of curators might not be comfortable in conducting public engagement activities, and some believe that it's not their responsibility to do so, but I wanted to say that I believe it's important that they play some role in public engagement activities, because it helps to demystify the ivory tower perception and for them to connect with the visitors. My work is hoping to support and provide tools for smaller collections, especially in Portugal, and also to connect natural history collections, not only through their data, but also through their shared experiences. So if you are interested in my work, you can contact me via email, and thank you so much.